All right, we are live, everybody. Welcome to the Token Metrics Quant Grade preview live stream. We have myself here in Balina, joined by Bill Noble. Bill, how are you?
Ian, hi. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, a long time no see. And as you can see, we're dressed up today because this is a big week. First of all, it's the launch of the Token Metrics new revamped grading system from the ground up. So think of this as us replacing the old AI with a new, shinier model that's much, much better and can help you discover those hidden gems in crypto and possibly make a 100x investment. So we'll go through, we'll showcase that. We'll also be answering any questions. We'll have an AMA. So if you have any questions you want to ask specifically only on the Quant Grade, go to menti.com. That's MENTI.com. and use the code 6424900. That's 6424900. Ask any questions you have on the Quant Grade. And why we think it's going to be a game changer. Shout out to Lisa, you're first on the stream. Welcome at hashtag trucking, Roland, Razmi, Dyer, how are you? Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Hey, we cannot do this without you. Dolo, hey Dolo, how are you? I see there's a Hex fan in the house. Prashant, how are you? Happy first anniversary to Tokemetrics. Yes, thank you so much. Roberto, Rui, Lisa, Dali, Alex, Engelu, Thales, Yoni. Wow, so many people. Be sure to get this video and this live stream and share with all your crypto friends because this is a game changer. This is a game changer. I'm not trying to hype it up so much, but this is going to change everything. Crypto will never be the same after this. I mean, it will never be the same after this. This is like going to the moon and beyond. Like having an AI that can go through automatically, scan all the different cryptocurrencies out there, look at over 54 different data points, and tell you which ones are great investments, custom tailored to different time horizons. I mean, nobody's doing this in all of crypto that we've seen. If there's anybody out there doing it, let us know. But this is going to be a game changer. So be sure to like the video, subscribe, and share with all your friends. We'll be starting shortly. Bill, any comments to add?
The Quant Grade is going to help everybody, whether you've just joined crypto or whether you're a seasoned crypto person looking to take advantage of what we all know is coming, which is DeFi 2.0. Okay. DeFi and altcoins are back. There's green on the screens, and our AI is going to help make it easier to make money because it's going to tell you what's moving and what's moving in a way that it's relatively stable for you to hold. So that's how quants make money. They identify long plays that kind of go up and up and up without all that stomach churning volatility. And the cool thing about our Quant Grade is it identifies those candidates when the move first starts, or in some cases before it starts.
Well said, Bill. Great points right there. So before we even hop into that, I want to kind of just show people why this matters, right? Because I don't think people really grasp this, right? Why this is such a huge problem in all of crypto, right? So let me see if I can find the article here. So let me share my screen for a second. Okay. All right, everyone can see my screen. So one of the problems we've been trying to solve here at Tokemetrics is wealth creation. So according to eToro, which is a famous platform in the crypto space, they also have stocks and equities. But basically, they've said that 80% of traders lose money and quit within 2 years. That's 2 years. I mean, these are basically the customers. And if you go to other exchanges, this applies everywhere, whether it's Binance, whether it's Coinbase, doesn't matter whether it's in crypto or even in equities. Essentially, traders get wrecked and quit and give up within 2 years. Why is that a big deal? Because if we want people to get into crypto, we have to onboard them and keep them in crypto. If people are getting into crypto and getting wrecked, they won't come back. And the time frame for that is 2 years. And one of the reasons why people get wrecked is that they're not making money. They're competing against professionals. They're competing against the top hedge funds who have all the money in the world, right? So here, let me bring this up here again. So this is a study. So this is the hedge fund report for 2018 done by PwC, Price Waterhouse Coopers. But anyway, in 2018, Bitcoin dropped over 72%. Bitcoin dropped 72%. Yet quant funds still made money. Quant funds, quantitative hedge funds that use machine learning, AI, and mathematical models to invest in crypto made the most money. They made 8% in a year when everyone else lost 72% just hodling Bitcoin. So this is why retail investors lose money, because they're competing against quant funds and hedge funds who have all the money in the world. So here at Tokenmetrics, we've been trying to solve this same challenge and problem that the average retail investor and trader is facing. We're getting technologies and tools that are being used by quant funds and making them available to retail investors and traders. So for the first time in history, you can go to our platform and use the same technology that these quant funds used to make money back in 2018. We're making this available to everyone globally, right? So similar to how my spreadsheet helped take people and really give them financial independence, we're doing the same thing because the game has changed since 2017. For those who've been following us since 2017 days, that was a great time, but the times have changed. And here at Tokenmetrics, we've evolved because we know that AI is the future. So we've been working on just this, working on creating a new grade that can help people make money in crypto and make it fully automated as a platform. That's what the new Tokenmetrics is about. In a way, we're trying to make crypto 100x again. All right, Bill, any comments on that?
Yes. So in equities, quant investing is almost a given on the institutional side. And quant investing was made famous by QE. The quantitative metrics started to work better than human analysts during the QE period. How do I know that? Well, I was the human analyst that was outdone by the quantitative models. And lo and behold, as we're launching the Quant Grade, we have a news event that Janet Yellen, who never met a dollar she didn't want to print and print twice, has just been named Treasury Secretary. Yes, folks.
Oh, wow.
They just put the person who hit the QE button breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, and snack time in charge of the Treasury. Okay. So is now a good time to be in crypto and be a retail investor and get access to the tools that institutions used to build a fortune in equities during the QE era. So let's get that smile on her face, on your face, because you are right on time. You are not too early and you are not too late. The time is now.
All right. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill. Yeah, I mean, wow, they just want to print money to infinity and beyond. I mean, so think about this. All this money now is going to flow into crypto. Because if they keep on printing money, where's the money going? It's going to crypto. Crypto is now, as Bill mentioned earlier in the past, one of the capital markets of the world. And all this money comes into crypto. people need to efficiently allocate this capital in crypto. And if they're competing against quant funds, right, how do you compete against quant funds? Tokenmetrics and the revamping of everything we've done, right? We're building Tokenmetrics and the grading system from the ground up to be fully automated to take advantage of everything we have. Because one of the biggest questions we kept on getting when we launched Tokenmetrics was grades still scoring, right? We want new tokens to be graded very quickly. And with this platform now, we can now fully automate that and grade cryptocurrencies in real time. Because currently we have about 300 cryptocurrencies in our platform, but with the Quant Grade being fully automated, we can now expand to over 3,000 and possibly even over 6,000. It's really just about storage. So imagine having us ingest every single coin on CoinGecko, on CoinMarketCap, scanning it with our AI and telling you in real time, is this bullish, is this bearish? That's the holy grail of crypto. Right? That's what our spreadsheet was doing back in the early day. That's what we're doing with the new Tokenmetrics. But now we've been able to fully automate that process. And this is going to change everything because now you can relax because you don't have to go through and really scour the entire web or Telegram groups trying to find those projects. If they're moving, if those projects are on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, we will find those projects and we'll tell you which ones are going to do well in real time. This is a game changer. And comment down below what part you're most excited about for the new launch of the Quant Grade. We want to see what our community has to say. So tell us what you think down below. And okay, let's check in here with the comments and see how people are doing. Paul says, it's getting serious when they put on the suits. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Right. It's actually Bill. Bill is the one who got me to put on a suit. So Bill was doing an interview with a reporter and he had no time to change. So he showed up in the suit. And I said, I can't just go on the live stream with Bill in the suit. I'm just wearing a hoodie. So I changed as well. But the suits, when we have the suits, it's definitely a big deal. Anthony says, proud of you guys, been following Ian for a while, and this seems big, huge accomplishment. Yes, thank you so much. All this has been from feedback from everybody. So now let's hop straight into it and do a preview, right? So just give me a second as I get everything here pulled up. So this is actually currently on our staging server. So it's not live yet, but this will be live on Friday, Black Friday. And as we mentioned before, we're also doing a Black Friday coupon or discount promotion, essentially, where if you purchase Tokenmetrics between Black Friday, basically midnight, all the way until Cyber Monday, 11:59 p.m., you will get 40% off of Tokenmetrics. And we've decided, doesn't matter whether it's annually or monthly, you'll get 40% off. So if you've been waiting to join Tokenmetrics, now is the time because you have the launch of Tokenmetrics, new Quant Grade, and 40% off. Plus, if you're already a customer, just contact our customer support. It has to be on Black Friday and between Friday and Monday, and we'll add that 40% discount to your extension or your renewal of the plan, right? Just meaning that if you bought Tokenmetrics 3 months ago, right? Let's say you got it in June and it expires June 2021. Let's say it's the annual plan. We can add an extra 12 months at a 40% discount after it expires. So basically it will get added when you expire, right? But anyway, we think this is going to be big. Here I want to show people why this Quant Grade is the future of crypto. And not to sound cocky, but because there's so many trading signals and everything in the crypto space, but we think this is going to crush everything because the amount of data we can pull in is insane. Our AWS bill is thousands of dollars a month just in data that we're pulling in, and that's probably going to 10x with the launch of this Quant Grade. So we're definitely trying to gather as much data as possible. Okay, here, let me share my screen. Okay. All right, can you see my screen, Bill?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so let me walk you through why this Quant Grade is a game changer. Because what people who trade or invest in altcoins are looking to solve is, how can I make as much money as possible and stack more Bitcoin? Now, let's be honest. Most people, because people like altcoins, but when you're in altcoins, you're basically trying to stack more Bitcoin or now trying to stack more Ethereum, because most of the liquidity is either in ETH or in Bitcoin. So when you go to cash out on a fiat gateway, you're cashing out in ETH or Bitcoin, right? So that's all people care about, right? For me, I'm trying to stack more Ethereum, especially now with Ethereum moving, right? Because I'm a ETH believer. I think Ethereum eventually will surpass Bitcoin market cap eventually in 5 or 10 years, right? So I'm very bullish on ETH and I'm trying to stack more Ethereum. So looking here at this chart, so if you go to any token on Token Metrics, we give you the performance metrics, right? The performance metrics are basically quantitative data points that quants use. This includes the cumulative return, the Sharpe ratio, the max drawdown, the skew, the returns, the Kelly criterion, the risk of ruin, right? The TEL ratio, the outlier win and loss ratio, the return over a month, 3-month period, 6-month, year to date, all-time annual return, the best day it's ever had, the worst day it's ever had, the best month, the worst month, the average drawdown days, recovery factor, the Ulster index, the beta, the alpha, all these metrics that quants use. And we get all these data points and put it into our AI, and we have it figured out. Using machine learning, it goes through and tries to determine how much to weight each factor, right? And what's beautiful about this is it's constantly learning and evolving and getting smarter. Every single day, it gets smarter and updates, meaning that what worked today might not work next week, next month, next year. We know this in crypto. If you go back in 2017, what worked in 2017 does not work today, right? The good thing about having AI is it's constantly learning. Every single day, it's testing and trying to get better and better. So we take all these data points and we put them into a grade. And this grade is what we're calling the Quant Grade, right? Short for quantitative finance, right? Quant Grade. And now if you go to the new Token Metrics, when you log in, we've made everything a lot easier, a lot simpler. Because before we had 4 gauges here when you logged into every single token that told you basically the overall grade, the fundamentals, the technology, the technical analysis, but it was confusing. The feedback from our customers were, hey, what do I do? There are too many conflicting grades. So now we've made everything simple. You have one single grade that tells you what to do. And we also break this down over different time horizons. So for example, we'll have a grade so we've also custom tailored the AI to predict based on the time horizon you're looking at. So if you want to look at what is the best project to invest in over a 1-year time horizon, you click yearly, and the grade, the AI will look at all the coins in our database. At this point, 300. But once we launch, the plan is to get to thousands of coins. So imagine going to every single coin on CoinMarketCap, on CoinGecko, and saying, looking at all these different quant metrics, what does the AI think is the best investment for somebody who wants to invest longer than 1 year? And it goes through and it rates those grades in real time. So right now, Synthetics is one of those projects. Very, very bullish on Synthetics. Or let's say you're only looking to invest and trade over a quarter, right? It can, in real time, give you that guidance, right? Because what people have to factor in, a project could be good, but also depends on the time frame. So for right now, the Quant Grade says Synthetics, if you're investing in it for just 3 months, it's horrible. But if you're going to hold longer than a year, it's a great investment, right? But if you're going to hold it for a month, it's horrible, right? So it's basically saying if you're looking for a quick flip, Synthetics is not for you, right? It does not judge, doesn't care whether you're a flipper or a hodler. It's just trying to give you the most insight as possible, as quickly as possible, right? And then we're also working on a trader grade. And that will be kind of the same thing, right? This will be for people who are looking to day trade, swing trade. Some people have been telling us they also want us to add the option to do hourly trading, or maybe 4 hours. If that's something of interest, let us know down in the comments below. But all this will now be available directly on the platform. So you know exactly what to do. No more conflict of, right? Because for example, people said price prediction is saying one thing, TA says a different thing. Well, now we're just telling you exactly what we think based on all of this, right? So we think this is going to be a game changer because now, so for example, if we go to CoinGecko, let's go to CoinGecko right now, right? So because on the live stream AMAs, we always have all these new coins people are adding. So, and at this point, it's becoming so difficult to keep tabs on all these projects launching, right? So now we can get all those coins, right, as they're being added and scan them with our AI and tell you whether or not it's going to be a good place to put your money in, right? So that's the first part of the Quant Grade that is going to be a game changer. But then the next part that's going to take this to the next level are the indices, right? So we plan to take those Quant Grades and everything people have been using and letting you custom tailor them to specific exchanges. Yes, exchanges, meaning that you can say, just look at only coins on Coinbase, look at only coins on Binance, on Uniswap, on KuCoin. So we plan to launch with those exchanges plus Kraken and say, okay, give me only coins on those so I can go buy them. Meaning that it will be very easy for you to buy all those coins, making this a game changer. Bill, any comments?
Yes. So the crypto audience that's watching this right now, because that's most likely our audience as it's being recorded, the crypto audience needs to understand one simple thing. The equities herd is coming to Coinbase or Kraken, right? People who have been investing in stocks are coming to sort of the more traditional, your mom and dad's crypto exchanges. And when that tidal wave of money comes in, okay, those people are going to be like, okay, here I am. What altcoins should I invest in? And our AI is going to be projected out, at least in our minds. We're going to reach such a wide audience that we're going to get to that Coinbase audience. They're going to turn to us to find out what they should be doing on the more traditional exchanges, creating huge price moves. So the crypto crowd has got to know, hey, what's the Binance crowd thinking? What's the Coinbase crowd thinking? Because look at what Ripple's doing right now. Okay, this is November 23rd, Monday. Okay, and Ripple, Zcash, Dash, all of these Coinbase products have woken up. And altcoins on these individual exchanges may have huge rallies just because there are big buyers coming in. And the cool thing is our Quant Grade is going to give you the heads up on that before it happens or as it starts happening. All right. And it's going to allow a sophisticated crypto crowd to really take advantage of crypto going mainstream. Right. And it's also going to help new people. So if you're looking at this and you're new and you're like, okay, let me tune in here to see what should I do now? Our Quant Grade is going to use math to help you get started on wherever you are. So it'll help the new people and it'll help the advanced people get the heads up as to when that flood of money is going to hit which altcoins and when.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Bill. So if you're pumped for that, make sure you subscribe to Token Metrics by Black Friday to plus use the 40% coupon code that we'll be mailing out to people on our newsletter. Go to tokenmetrics.com/newsletter. That's tokenmetrics.com/newsletter to make sure you get that email because you definitely don't want to miss this. Between Black Friday and Cyber Monday, you can get 40% off when we launch the new Quant Grade. This is going to be a game changer. And this is how we think we can help the retail investor and trader compete with quant funds and make money in crypto. Okay, so let's go to the AMA real quick. Okay, so many questions here already. All right, so let me share my screen. Okay, can you please talk about a good strategy to take profit each week or month using the new quant index while also adding new investments? Okay, very, very good question. Very, very good question. So we've redesigned the new indices using an even superior model to allocate capital. What does that mean? That means at a high level, our indices actually take profits for you, right? So if we go to an index, for example, let me see if I can pull up an index here. This is a good example. Okay, just bear with me as I pull this up. Okay, this is not playing nice. Actually, here. Okay, so with the old way of using our indices, the allocations were done based on the grade. So basically, there are two ways to allocate capital in I would say that there's one main way people allocate capital in an index. It's typically based on market cap. So if you go to other crypto indices, even whether it's DeFi, Pulse's own indices or index, they have the DeFi index. That's basically just taking coins by market cap. And that works. I mean, that's a nice approach. It works. It's nice and simple. But as you know here, we don't like simple. We like the best. So a more efficient way to allocate capital is to factor in other methods, right? So for example, the belief, if you go into quant finance, there's actually a good article on this. It's actually modeled by Schwab. Let me see if I can pull this up here. Bill on our team actually used to work at Schwab as well. Let me pull this up here real quick. So in a way, we're kind of being inspired by Wall Street, right? So this is an article on Schwab called the Schwab Intelligent Portfolio. But this is now kind of common knowledge with the quant, with people in the quant space. But what this basically states at a high level, most people who follow modern portfolio theory, MPT, basically believe that markets follow a normal distribution. So let me see if I can find the chart they had here, right? But that's not the case, whether in equities or even in crypto, right? Especially after the 2008 financial crisis, markets actually follow what's known as a fat tail distribution, meaning that the losses happen a lot more often and frequent than people actually anticipate. So in other words, black swan events happen a lot more than people believe, right? So if you go in crypto, for example, even good projects, black swan events happen a lot more. For example, last year, Matic has dropped over 60% twice, I believe. Not actually once, but over 40% twice. These are good projects, good fundamentals, good tech. We've done deep code reviews on them. Coinbase invested. I mean, these are solid projects. But in crypto, we all know this, right? That's why people don't hodl in crypto. So to apply normal distributions in crypto does not make sense. So how do you change that? You have to basically plan for the worst. You have to assume that normal distributions don't apply in crypto. And one of the models our team has been working with is called the Black-Littman model, right? It basically takes a normal distribution and introduces in our own AI, right? Our proprietary technology, the AI, and we kind of build a hybrid. We take what the market thinks is going to happen, plus what our AI thinks is going to happen, and we combine them, and we figure out the ideal weights to give each one, right? Maybe we weight our AI more versus the market, but we still have the market's view as a supplement to it. And we're getting all of that, and then we're building the indices. So now this part is not available to showcase, but we've kind of shown this on other live streams, right? Right now, I can kind of show you maybe the behind the scenes of how this would work, right? Meaning that we can create customized portfolios, but also calculate the ideal allocation for each token and each coin, right? So for example, this is an example of the portfolio being generated. We can go through and customize this to the core for different exchanges, for different grades. So let's say you want to invest on Coinbase for 1 year. We'll use this Quant Grade for 1 year, plus this way to allocate capital more efficiently to give you the right allocation amounts to invest in that is close to the efficient frontier. The efficient frontier and quant speak is basically the most optimum portfolio weight. Let's say you have a very simple portfolio. You have Bitcoin and Ethereum. What percentage should you have in each portfolio? Should you have 60% Bitcoin, 40% Ethereum? Should you have 90% Bitcoin, 10% Ethereum, or should you have 50-50? What do you do? Well, using these models, we can go through and simulate all these different permutations and find out the most efficient portfolio allocation based on math. So we're doing the heavy math for you. And when we say the most efficient allocation, we mean the one that has the best risk to return ratio, meaning that you're getting rewarded for every risk you take. So we can go through, do all that for you, and we'll tell you the allocations for each index. We think this is going to be huge because, like, let's check right now. Actually, let me see if we can come up with a custom index here. So today is the 23rd, right? So we'll give you a freebie. So let's say it's the 23rd, and you want to build a portfolio with at most 10 coins with $10,000. And you want the minimum amount in each coin to be, let's say 10% to change things up. And let's say you want to, so we said 1 year quant grade. So let me just put that in here. Sorry, I'm just kind of, this is all behind the scenes. So this part will be launching on Friday. But right now, I just want to show you, I want to show the whole world how powerful this is. Because this is why we've been in the lab doing all this, right? So I'll put in all those inputs. And this is what it gives me. I've told it at most 10 coins, $10,000 to invest in. Now we can also customize this to a specific exchange as mentioned, right? We can say only show me coins on Binance, only show me coins on KuCoin, only show me coins on Uniswap. So right now, today, if you had to build a portfolio with 10 coins, minimum 10% in each, it would add 11% to Ethereum, 11% to Tether, 11% in synthetics, 11% to USD. So lots of stable coins here. So that's when you see stable coins, it's basically taking profit, right? So ironically, it's splitting everything down the middle. It basically has XRP, which has already been pumping. We covered XRP about 2 weeks ago prior to the pump. Bill has been very, very bullish on that. So it was able to pick up XRP just based on looking at the quant grade and quant data. And the rest is basically stable coins, synthetics, and ETH, right? And then you said, how do you know when to take profits? Well, when you see the stable coins, that's taking profit. You always want to keep a cash reserve to be able to buy dips, right? So when we launch the new Quant Grade and the indices, and it says stable coins, we highly suggest actually having stable coins. That's basically your cash portfolio. And every single month, it will rebalance, right? So this was the yearly index. Let's switch to monthly. Just give me 1 second as I make the switch here. So switching to the monthly index gets us this, right? So pretty much kind of the same. We have USD, Paxos, these are stable coins. We have Monero, we have Litecoin, we have NEM, we have Dash, we have Zcash, Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin. So basically, this portfolio is telling you right now, large caps is where the money is. Large cap and having some part of that money in stablecoins. Bill? We can't hear you, Bill. Not sure what happened.
All right. On the subject,
I can hear you now.
On the subject of taking profits, sometimes people may wonder, well, what it is that I do and how it is that I do it, right? So I read charts and I try to tell you what's going to happen next. And a part of that is combining, regular chart work with the AI metrics like the Quant Grade. Okay. So a couple tips. If you buy a coin because it appears in an index, when that index rebalances, say in a week or a month, if that coin is no longer in that index, feel free to take your money. If you buy something, say in the day trader index, because like Bitcoin Cash, Ripple, okay, November 23rd, okay, a lot of these coins showed up in the token metrics day trading indexes. Okay, so sometimes a day trade, it'll turn into a 1 week trade. You hold it for a week and then you take your 50% gain. Okay. If you're holding it on a monthly basis or on a weekly basis, and you start to see the portfolio move to a lot of stable coins, even if your coin's still in there, that's a way to take profits. The best way to take profits is if you look at your P&L and you go, wow, look at all this money. Sell. You'll know the AI is smart, the Quant Grade smart, but you're just as smart. All right. So it's not always easy for people to know when to get out, but DeFi 1.0 was a classic case that, when you didn't, you really got hurt. Okay. So now flip it another way. Some people worry about getting out too soon. Now, there's a classic saying that fortunes are made by buying low and selling too early, meaning it goes up and you make money even though you didn't sell the top. Now, if you happen to buy a coin, say like Dash or something that continues to appear in weekly, monthly indices, maybe you stay with it. Okay. Maybe when it lurches up, you take partial profits, but if it's still in the indexes from the Quant Grade, you buy the dips. Or if the quant scores high enough, you continue to buy the dips. Okay. So there are a lot of ways to do trading strategies, including taking profits off the Quant Grade, because the Quant Grade is going to move from one coin to the next or one coins to the next in the indices. All right. My concluding point, folks, the Quant Grade is awesome. It is a massive upgrade to RAI. It's going to make my life as an analyst easier, but you still have to do your homework. And the thing about Token Metrics is we make doing homework much easier. We're the Cliff Notes for crypto.
I like that. So if you want to get the Cliff Notes of crypto, be sure to subscribe to our newsletter. Go to tokenmetrics.com/newsletter. That way you get the email when we put out the announcement for the Black Friday coupon, because you have to enter a coupon to get the discount, 40% off. 40% off of Token Metrics for 1 year, for 12 months with this coupon, only if you purchase between Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And as mentioned, if you're already a customer, just email our support at tokenmetrics.com, or just go down here in the chat below and talk to them, and they'll take care of you, right? They'll extend your subscription and give you that 40% discount after it expires. All right. So we think this is huge. As Bill has mentioned, this can really take you to the next level as a trader, because the reason why we're so proud of this is because we all saw what happened in September. People were making money. People were printing money in crypto in August, but people didn't take profits. Not everyone took profits. When the correction came, it happened pretty much in a week. You wake up in a week, things are down 40%, 50%, or even more. So the party can end anytime. So being able to have a tool, a platform that can help you make money on the way up, but also protect your profits on the way down is huge. Because as we just, so here, sorry, let me just pull this up here. So as shown here, like every single time we're creating these indices, a part of the portfolio is in cash, in stable coins. So when market corrections come, you have capital to buy the dip, and you also be taking profits into cash. So this is huge. Being able to factor in stablecoins into trading and the analysis is a game changer. So definitely very excited for that. Let me take some comments here. Mateo says, so bullish. Congrats, Token Metrics family. Thank you, Mateo. We appreciate it. We're doing this for you. Dave says, I'm a straight up noob. You guys and BitBoy are an addiction for me lately. I can't get enough info. Thank you. We appreciate that. Then Jens Dan says, will you make educational videos on how to use the new system and how to use strategies? Yes, absolutely. We're doing it right now all week long. We have different videos coming out, different live streams. Then also on the Sunday live stream. So if you're not subscribed to us, every Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, we have live streams on Token Metrics. We go for 2 hours, sometimes up to 3 hours. Me and Bill, we give you crypto market news, analysis, insights. We also show you how to use Token Metrics, the platform. So we're here for you. Token Metrics family, we do the content and the videos for free every single week. on our channel on YouTube, we post videos every day. So be sure to subscribe to our channel on YouTube if you're watching this from Twitter or Periscope or Facebook or from the podcast, right? If you go to our channel here, you can subscribe. So just youtube.com/tokenmetrics. All right, with that being said, let's go on to the next question, but tell us what you think. Tell us how excited you are. Be sure to get this video, like, subscribe, and share this with all your crypto investors and trader friends, because this is going to change the crypto space. Okay, all right, going on to the next question. Okay, so people here have a question about a coin. Let's see if we can answer that. Okay, what does the Quant Index think about Celsius Network? Very, very good question, because I've gone through the indices right now, and the one that is bullish on Celsius, give me a second as I'm pulling this up here, is the quarterly Quant Grade. So Celsius has a score of over 81, so that puts it in about, I'll say, the top 20 or so, give or take. All the other indices don't have it rated highly, but it's basically saying, translation, if you're planning to hold for 3 months, Celsius is a good coin to look at. And Celsius has been making moves. It's now in the top 40 market cap, I believe, when I checked CoinGecko. So, I mean, this has been making moves. So congrats to anybody who's been making money on this. I know Sandeep in our channel was talking about this project and wanting our opinion, and we told him to wait for the Quant Grade. Well, Quant Grade is saying for the next 3 months, it's looking good, because if we go to Celsius, where's Celsius? Right here. So it's entering the top 30 market cap. I mean, that's insane. It's almost $1 billion market cap. Wow. I mean, I recall back in 2017 during the ICO when we had Alex Mashinsky on the show, and back then it was an all-star ICO. But I mean, this goes to show you, sometimes you have to just hodl, right? So, because I mean, it's now almost $1 billion market cap, because they only raised about 40 million during the ICO, if I recall correctly, back in 2017. I mean, so that was a hodl of a lifetime. I mean, so if you hodled, congrats to you. You've made money. Bill, any comments on Celsius?
Well, I was just looking at the chart. This is the type of thing that the power of Celsius is that it's been rallying and was rallying even as the market was going lower. Okay. And this is the type of price action that our Quant Grade is going to really love. Meaning it'll go up. Okay. So some old-fashioned Gann work here. Okay. I remember drawing these lines, figuring that, wow, I wonder if it could ever get up here. Okay. So this is what our Quant Grade is going to love. It's going to love up and then sideways. Okay. And then there's the breakout here. And then it just goes, right? All the machines, all these quants, right? They sort of all beep at once. I think ours is going to beep before everyone else's. All right. But when all the quant metrics start going off at all the big players, then it just takes off. Right. And frequently, the more orderly the rally, in other words, I know everyone wants to open up an account on Monday, fund it on Tuesday, trade on Wednesday, and be at the Lambo dealer on Saturday. I wish that for you, truly. Okay. But in reality, it's up, sideways, up. Okay. And as long as Celsius continues to act like this, it's going to be constructive.
All right. Thank you, Bill. That was great. So tell us what you think. Are you bullish on Celsius? But I mean, as mentioned, this is why this Quant Grade is powerful, because we can pick up these coins as they're moving, and we can tailor it to your time horizon. Right. So for instance, I didn't really demo this. Let's go to the ratings page and show you how this would look like. This also answers a question somebody had, right? So somebody said, how can you know what coin to invest in? Right. So if you go back to the ratings page, for those who are customers, you'll know what that looks like. So now we'll just be going through and rating everything. Just give me 1 second here. So everything will be simplified with just the overall grade, right? So even though right now, okay, there we go. Just had to clear my cache. So you basically come here and we'll tell you on a scale of 0 to 100 which coin is the most bullish on, right? So in this case, the Quant Grade is looking at core chain, synthetics, theta, and so on, right? So there'll be just one single grade that will factor in all the different data points and tell you exactly what to go through. Then we'll also be adding an option here to filter through based on the time horizon. So whether it's weekly, monthly, quarterly, annually, and we'll also be creating new tutorials showing you how to use it, because we think that for you to really maximize it, you have to know how to use it. But it should also be pretty straightforward to use. So with that being said, once again, make sure you go and join our newsletter to get the email when we launch the new Quant Grade. Tokenmetrics.com/newsletter. Get the email and get the coupon to get 40% off between Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So if you're watching this after that, unfortunately, you'll be too late. So you have to really take advantage of the moment. Okay, all right. So we have actually several super chats here that I haven't gotten to. Wow. I mean, thank you, everybody. Thank you for all the super chats. Let me try to get to which one was the first one. Okay, so hey, Jarek, thank you so much. Congratulations, Ian and Bill and team. I remember 2017 spreadsheets. Will the Quant Grade include on-chain analytics? Very, very good question. Very good question, right? So question was, will we add on-chain data? So with the current version, there'll be no on-chain data, but it's something we're already actively working on for Token Metrics 2.0, which will be coming out next year. Timeline for that is somewhere around Q1, Q2 next year is the time frame, but I mean, things could change. But basically, by early next year, but I would say the first half of next year, we plan to launch Token Metrics 2.0, which will be the Quant Grade and then some, right? We'll have the Quant Grade. We'll have a whole new redesign from the ground up, so it will look a lot more modern. But we'll scale the number of data points. We'll go from having, at this point, we have about 130 data points or so. And we want to get to over 500 and over 1,000 data points in the AI. So imagine the AI looking at 1,000 data points and looking at every single one and finding out how much each one matters in terms of predicting when a coin is going to go up or down on the time horizon you're looking at, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, annually. I mean, that's powerful. So we'll have on-chain data. We'll have data for Bitcoin. We're looking into we want to add on-chain data for ERC20 tokens as well. Kind of have to see how that would work. But we'll also add new kinds of data. We'll have data from macroeconomic events, right? From the Fed, Treasury, economy, banks, all kinds of data. Bill, do you want to add to that in terms of the data we're adding?
Sure. So with the great reset from the virus, economics, finance is up for grabs. What mattered a year ago may not be relevant at all. Worse yet, no one out there knows what matters. Okay, especially when it comes to data analytics, research groups inside big banks literally have been put out of business overnight. A lot of them were doing political modeling around the election to kill time. Well, the good news is at Token Metrics, because of Ian's background with IBM Watson and AI, our group has the ability to look at data that we pick out. So that's where my background comes in. All kinds of economic data, all kinds of financial market data, put it inside of our AI and let the AI and machine learning figure out what matters. So instead of having some old outdated thing that was only good for the world 2 years ago or a year ago, now we've got new AI on old data giving us new patterns for new investments in cryptocurrencies. Okay. So we're not going to reinvent economics. We're going to actually take it away from the people who were using it and we're going to use it better. We're going to do better things with everyone else's data to give you investing ideas in cryptocurrency. And remember, not only are we going to give you all this new information in a new way, but we're going to give it to you as the monstrous herd of money comes to the small kingdom of crypto.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we're doing this for you. We're trying to take everybody to the moon and beyond with us because crypto is the future. Crypto is the future of money. And we have one of the best tools out there to help you efficiently allocate money, build your wealth, while also protecting any downside risk. So we think this is going to be huge. And as mentioned, go to tokenmetrics.com/newsletter to join, and we'll give you information there. Okay, all right. Let's get to one other question from the comments, super chat. Okay, so super chat question from C. Lewis. Thank you, appreciate that. What date is the discount and how accurate is the algorithm? Two good questions. As mentioned, the date on Black Friday, which is November 27th, we'll be sending out an email to people on our newsletter with the coupon code they can use to get 40% off. So you have to join the newsletter. So tokenmetrics.com/newsletter to join. Go there, subscribe. And we also give you weekly updates on the market, on the news, right? Go there, subscribe. Then next question, how accurate is it? Let me show this. So as usual, this is not financial advice. Definitely consult a financial advisor prior to investing in crypto. Crypto is risky. This is for research purposes. This is what our team sees behind the scenes. So right now, this is what the accuracy of all the models. Just ignore the weekly trader because there's an issue in the price that we're fixing. So for now, just ignore this. But all the models are pretty accurate. But this is how powerful the Quant Grade is. Right? This is on a scale of 0 to 1, 1 being 100%. Right? So the yearly Quant Grade right now in our testing has an 80% accuracy. That is unheard of. Right? Quarterly is also 80%. Monthly Quant Grade is 69, basically 70%. Right? So the Quant Grade is going to be powerful because if we go here, right, we had fundamental right now has been about 71%. Technology has been 79%, and technical kind of hovers, depending on different time horizon, around 57% and 62% for day trader, right? Now, mind you, this changes in real time every day with every, right? But what this tells us is this. While going through doing code reviews is great, we're not trying to diminish that. And while doing fundamental reviews and analysis is also great, not trying to diminish that. If we can get to 80% fully automating everything, I mean, just all systems go, right? Then we can scale, right? The economies of scale is why this is so powerful, right? We can have the same level of accuracy as the experts on our team, but with a lot more coins. So we can go from having 300 coins in our platform that we've gone through and done manual reviews on the code, on the tech, and the fundamentals. Well, now we can get the same level of accuracy, maybe even better, by just automating everything with AI and just importing the data from CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, and analyzing it in real time. So that means as these new DeFi coins are launching, if they're any good, our models will pick that up in real time. That's powerful, right? And then we also do plan to show the accuracy. Right now, it's not shown on the platform, but eventually we want to add basically a histogram that shows the historical accuracy over time to be fully transparent with everybody so that you can all see how accurate the models are, right? Because we're not trying to FOMO people into this, right? We want to be very, very transparent. That's why I'm even showing the accuracy behind the scenes. But the plan is to have a graph that shows the accuracy over time, to be fully transparent with everybody. This is why I think this is going to be huge for the crypto space. But definitely a great question. Bill, any comments?
Sometimes things come along where you wake up one day and you go, you know what? I really understand X. This could go from anything from studying karate to painting to crypto. And what's going to happen is with this Quant Grade, We're going to help you get ideas on what to do next. And we're going to accelerate your learning curve so that very, very quickly, you're going to go, I got this. I'm listening to guys in our private chat right now going, yeah, it feels really good to be on the train. Okay. So the light is going to come on for you as a person, as an investor, faster using this Quant Grade.
All right. Thank you, Bill. So be sure to go to tokenmetrics.com/newsletter to join. That way you get access to the code once we put it out there, and you can get 40% off when we launch the Quant Grade. Okay. All right. So next question. Okay. From Super Chat. Thank you for all the Super Chats here. This comes from Ace. Hey, Ian and Bill, what are your thoughts on Theta and T-Fuel? Extremely hard to find, and a lot of big YouTubers calling for $100 a coin in the future. I mean, so we've done analysis on Theta already. It's on Tokenmetrics. Let me see. One of the Quant Grades was bullish on it. Let me see which time horizon was bullish on Theta. Okay, so the Quant Grade quarterly is bullish on it. It has a grade of 80%. Let me see what other time frame is bullish. If you go to monthly, let me share my screen as well, so you can all pull this up. So Theta, yeah. So this one is not as bullish. Let's do yearly. Yearly is not as bullish. Actually, yearly kind of is bullish. Right? Yearly has a grade of 75. So, I mean, Theta is definitely a good project. We've done an in-depth investment report on Theta. We can even add this. So for the 1-year anniversary, we're planning on doing a virtual goodie bag to our audience as a way to say thank you. And in that goodie bag, we'll be sharing things that we've been keeping to mainly our customers, but also some nice surprises. So, for example, we'll be sharing a private investor network call, basically to everybody in the professional plan that the COO of Matic Network had with our customers. Right? Where they basically had an AMA directly with him. There were about 30 people on, just asking questions on Matic Network. He also gave update on the roadmap. So that will be made available for free to everybody on the newsletter. So make sure you're joined. We'll give you that. We'll also give you access to our super in-depth investment report on Helium Network. This went out early in the year to our customers. So now we're making this available to everybody as a virtual goodie to say thank you. We could possibly even add the report we made on Theta as well, if you guys like. That one is not as in-depth as Helium, because Helium was the one, right? And that was the one we went super in-depth in, because that was basically our pick as one of the coins of the year. And congrats to everybody who's made money. It's now on the move again. Then we'll also be adding some nice Zoom backgrounds. So if you like the Zoom backgrounds we have, Bill and I, we'll put them in that goodie bag. We'll also be adding some wallpapers to add on your phone as well. So just some nice tokens for us to show how we appreciate the support of the crypto family. Bill, any comments?
Friends, we are hard at work making your life easier, and we will be hard at work smiling into the camera, thanking you for supporting us, and also encouraging you on your crypto journey, and encouraging you to continue to support us by taking advantage of the Black Friday special. It's Black Friday, it's Thanksgiving, Santa's coming early. Please make sure you're there under the chimney to get your present in a couple days.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of presents, if you already have Tokenmetrics, gift it to somebody else, right? I mean, I have to actually talk to our tech team and see how we could do that. But you can gift Tokenmetrics, buy somebody else Tokenmetrics with a 40% discount, and that can be the Christmas present. If you want to get them into crypto, send them our videos on YouTube and a subscription to Tokenmetrics. I mean, that's the best present ever. Whether it's Christmas, whether it's Hanukkah, whether it's whatever holiday you celebrate next month. Heck, if you don't celebrate anything, New Year's, get them something, right? Get them the best guidance they can get, not financial advice, in all of crypto. Right? And you can start by going to tokenmetrics.com. Also join the newsletter to get the email. Okay? Tell us what you think down in the comments below. Okay, all right. So super chat from Lisa. Can you describe the 3 different programs so we can understand what level each of us are at to make it work for us? I'm not sure I understand what program you're talking to in reference to. Let me see.
She might be talking about the different plans we have.
Oh, different plans. Okay, so question from Lisa is about the different plans. All right, good question. So if we go to the different plans we have here. So let me share my screen again. All right, so we have the following plans. We have the hodler plan. This plan gives you access to all the indices, even the quant grade indices once we launch them on Friday, Black Friday. You get access to our premium investor newsletter. So basically, if you like Bill on camera, you get access to Bill via email. Right? Bill will about once or twice a week, we'll put together his market report, and we'll email that to you every week, right? So 1 to 2 times. So typically it's once during the weekday, once during the weekend. Then we also email code reviews, right? So Andy on our team who does the thorough code reviews will go through and tell you what projects are good projects. So even though we're launching the Quant Grade, we'll still be doing the code reviews to tell you what projects are legit if you like the code reviews. Then you also get access to the top 20 market cap ratings. So this is for somebody who's maybe brand new to crypto and is not ready to go altcoin diving, right? You want to kind of play in a nice, safe sandbox, right? So top 20 is for the hodlers, and that's $20 a month. I mean, $30 a month. Or if you join for the annual plan, you get that for $360. Essentially, you're getting 3 months for free. Now, if you kind of wanting to venture outside the sandbox, we have the investor plan. This gives you access to the top 100 market cap projects plus the price predictions. So the AI price predictions, so those will still be there. But in a way, I think the Quant Grade is probably more accurate. But if you still like the price predictions, those will still stay there. And that's for the investor plan. So price predictions. So for example, if we go to, let me pull up an example coin here. All right. So let's say Bitcoin, right? Let me use Bitcoin as an example. All right. Let's say you're trading Bitcoin. So this will get you price predictions on the top 100 Bitcoin coins. And our models, I mean, while not 100% accurate, they can tell you where the trend is going, right? And they can also act as kind of support, right? So here are our models. So these are rolling price predictions, and they update daily. So we take historical pricing, and we predict over the next day and the next 30 days where we think it's going, right? So in general, it's a nice guide on where the trend is going. So in this case, our models were calling for Bitcoin to not explode to 20K just yet. Even though Bitcoin has been performing better than our models thought, it's still a nice guideline as to where the market could possibly go, right? Because our models have Bitcoin kind of going sideways and going back to about 16,600, between that and 17,500, which means Ethereum could go on the run and alts could go on the run as well, right? Because if we go to Ethereum, for example, let's go to Ethereum and look at that price prediction. Ethereum is now over 500. It actually touched 600 briefly when I was checking social media, right? So Ethereum has actually been moving a lot faster than we expected, right? As you see here, it's basically just gone on a tear, right? So the price prediction is not something we would use for day trading. It's something for somebody who wants to have a better understanding of where the trend is going, right? If you're day trading, I would use the daily grade that we have. So we'll have a daily grade and a weekly grade for swing traders. And then let us know down in the comments below if you like us to add something for hourly timeframes, like 4-hour timeframe. Then going back to the pricing, then if you want to become a professional investor, if you have goals of becoming full-time investor in crypto, or if you already are a full-time investor, this is where you get access to our team. So we have a private Telegram group. We have private alerts channel where Bill posts TA. We have bi-weekly calls. every 2 weeks, where we sometimes bring on guests from other projects. So we've had the COO and co-founder of Matic Network on for half an hour to talk about Matic and answer any questions to our customers. We had the CEO of Cypherium come and talk about his project and answer any questions from investors. We're thinking of bringing on some other people, right? We're thinking of reaching out to maybe PokerSwap CEO Makoto, who's actually in the network already. So we'll see if he's available, because we know they're beginning to make moves. That's a project that's basically going to try to become the Uniswap for Polkadot. And we're always taking input from other customers. And then you also get full access to all the platforms, all the coins. So right now we have about 300 coins. And with the Quant Grade now being fully automated, we'll be able to ingest even more coins. We want to get to over 3,000 coins. So if we do that, you'd have access to all of that, to all those coins. So this can be life-changing, I think. So those are the three plans. Price points for investor plan, $75 a month or $900 a year. 3 months free if you do the annual. Same with professional. That's $300 a month or $3,600 a year if you do the annual package with 3 months off. Bill, any comments to add?
Yes, invest in yourself, right? This is not an easy time for anybody. And it can be difficult to figure out when to part with money and for what. An investment in Token Metrics is an investment in you understanding cryptocurrency before everyone else does. In other words, you're not too early, you're not too late, you're right on time. So I know that in any business, that point where you have to actually hand the card over and pay creates a little bit of hesitation. Honestly, I would encourage you to just move through that, push past it, set it aside. Because what we want to give you is empowerment to make money work for you instead of you working for money. But you got to take the step. You got to type the card number in, and we would just encourage you to do that because we want to help you and we believe in you as well as our product.
Yeah. I mean, actually, that brings up a good story. So back in 2017, this was early 2017, me and my friends were trading crypto via our own friends Telegram group. And for the first time, we said, you know what, let's go to this conference. But we were on the fence. This was Token Summit. We were on the fence. I was like, this conference was charging $500. At that point, I never paid for a conference because every time I was going to a conference, either it was free, basically a meetup, or my company IBM would pay for it. So for the first time, I said, should I spend $500 to fly to New York for this conference? Because at that point, I never met anybody outside of my friends who were in crypto. And I said, you know what? I think it's going to be a great investment. So spent $500, got the ticket, bought the flight, went to New York, and it was a blast. I mean, the people I met there. So at that conference, we saw Tezos pitch. We saw Civic pitch. We saw a bunch of other projects. But I mean, that's when it showed me, you know what? Crypto is real. For the first time, I met people who were smart in crypto. Because before, I was just behind Telegram groups, right? Because before, it was pretty much like anonymous people. But I went there, I said, you know what? This is legit. Like, there's some serious people building serious technology. And that's when I went all in on crypto. I came back and I just learned more, right? So, because at that conference, I also learned about ICOs. So the value add was in the people I met there who changed my life. Because for the first time ever, I met somebody, this was at the Sia Coin meetup at a bar. This guy, young guy in a suit at a bar from California. I said, so what's your story? He told me he got into crypto back in like 2015 maybe, and he invested in the Ethereum ICO. And when he invested, kind of like how Bill mentioned, he thought he was late. But somebody else told him, kind of as Bill said, you're not too late, you're not too early, you're right on time. This guy got into the Ethereum ICO, which was around 30 cents. I mean, the rest is history because he launched a crypto hedge fund after that. Right? But, I mean, had I not met that person, had I not gone to that conference, I may not have been all in on crypto like I was, because meeting the people face to face in person and seeing how they made money. Because for the first time ever at that conference, I met crypto millionaires, and they were all telling me they made their money in ICOs. So that's how I got into ICOs. I was like, you know what? Why am I trading these small coins when everybody I met at the conference who's basically an OG made money this way? So that's how I got involved in ICOs, right? Well, now we kind of have the same, right? You have us, our team here, live streams, and we're also thinking of doing a live event in person soon. We know it's COVID, so trying to see how that can happen. But I mean, I'm moving to Texas, to Austin, so might be hosting a Tokenomics meetup there, and Bill's close by in Houston, so maybe we can all have Bill and I live in person for a Tokenomics event. Maybe even bring in some other people from the Austin crypto community. So stay tuned. But we definitely want to show you that. I mean, you're not too late. You're not too early. You're right on time. Just go to tokenomics.com and subscribe on Black Friday. Make sure you're on the newsletter, tokenomics.com/newsletter. Subscribe. And as we like to say, I mean, we'll take you to the moon and beyond. Okay, so we actually went longer than expected. So let's wrap that up pretty quickly. Actually, a quick question here. Question was, so if you're currently already on the hodler plan or on the, let me just make sure I have this right. Okay, so if you're already on the hodler plan or the investor plan and you want to upgrade, yes, you can do that. If you just do it, I think it should happen automatically, where it will issue you a prorated refund, and then you'll pay the difference, I believe. Actually, I'm sorry. I think it will issue you a prorated refund, and then you'll pay the full amount. So meaning that if you join for 6 months, right, and you have 6 months remaining, it will issue you a refund for 6 months, or however amount of days you have left, and then you pay the difference, right? So you should basically be charged a new bill, plus also see a refund issued to you. If that does not go through, just contact support using the chat icon in the bottom of the page, or just email support@tokenomics.com. So actually, that could also be a way for people who want to apply the coupon. So maybe you just I guess that only works for upgrades. If you're already on the professional plan, that might not work for you. But anyway, if you have any issues, just email support, right? So that goes to everybody there. Okay, so Bitcoin FX says hourly prediction will be a game changer. Okay, interesting. Okay, gonna have to speak to the team about that, because we do like to help our customers. Okay, all right. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for all the amazing words. With that being said, very, very excited for the launch of the Quant Grade. We'll have one more live stream coming up on Wednesday. Let me just get the time for that to share with everybody. So Wednesday, 12 p.m. Wednesday, 12 p.m. We'll be doing a live stream prior to Thanksgiving, answering any questions you have on the Quant Grade still. So unfortunately, we couldn't get to everything then. Then we'll also just share how we're thankful for everybody being on Tokenomics, and thankful for crypto, thankful for just being safe, right? Especially in 2020. 2020 has been a crazy time. So the Thanksgiving Eve live stream was Wednesday, the 25th of November, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Bill, any comments to add to that?
Friends, crypto is a bright spot in a world sorely lacking in bright spots. Jump in, participate, come with us. We want to help you. We can help you, right? You want to be looking back a year from now, the way Ian looks back at his conference, the way I looked back at my conference. Your conference is joining Token Metrics on Black Friday. That's your game-changing event. It's waiting out there in the universe, so go take it.
All right, thank you, Bill. Yeah, so yes, 12 p.m. Eastern time, Carlson, 12 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday, the 25th. We'll have one more live stream. I mean, we have lots of live streams the whole week, right? So, for example, if you we'll have live stream on Friday as well, Black Friday live stream. That will be 2 p.m. Eastern time. Mark that on your calendar. Then we'll have the usual Sunday live stream, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Then we'll have a Cyber Monday live stream, 3 p.m. on the 30th Eastern time. So lots and lots of videos, and live streams. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. It's going to be a great time. Thank you for everybody. If you have any questions, bring them to the next live stream. With that being said, as we like to say, the moon is not the limit, to the moon and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you.